What is good, Boom Bap Nation? It's the Boom Bap Historian back for an album review. This is the latest project from producer, been making a lot of waves. It seems like over the last several months, and this is the newest project from Kansas City producer Mike Summers and South Central MC by way of Sacktown TF, entitled Maniac Blue, released on 7/31 of 2026. So unfortunately, give me a second here. I know earlier TF released an album with DJ Muggs. Unfortunately, I have still not got around to listen to that record. That was released a couple months ago, I believe. But here he is, July 31st, 2026, with releasing a joint project with Mike Summers. And this album is not to be slept on. If you are a true fan of West Coast hip hop, this is probably one of the most West Coast sounding albums I've heard this year. Everything about this, the beats, the flow, just particularly the beats, the production is very West Coast. So let me get right into the track listing. Once again, TF, Mike Summers, Maniac Blue, released on July 31st, 2026, 11 songs, 35 minutes. I will mention my favorite tracks, but there's a lot of them, really. So it's almost it almost would make a point to kind of mention the songs I don't like particularly, but let's get right into it. Starts off with Maniac Blue. Track 2 was Janky Gold. Track 3, South Coast Plaza, featuring Jay Worthy. 4, Bounce Back, featuring Zoe Osama and Triz. Shout out to Triz, too. I've been a fan of Triz for a long time. Haven't gone to a lot of his projects lately, but early on, I was definitely listening to a lot of Triz. 5 is Hollywood Slangin'. 6 is Sendin' Corners, which is essentially Bendin' Corners, featuring Little Bunko. 7, A Different Cloth, featuring Drabo and Fat Meech. 8, Love Letters, featuring Legree, I think it's Legree Shine. Ruchi or Ricci, I'm a Dog, track 9, probably fucked that up. 10, Bebe's Kids, featuring Ice Cold Bishop. On a different note, Ice Cold, last time I heard an album from you was 2023. Absolutely dope project. Could we get something in 2026? I'm just saying. Could we get an Ice Cold Bishop project in 2026? And track 11 is The Ballads. As far as the tracks that I really enjoyed, really was track 1, track 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, and 10. But the standout track for me was track 5. Hollywood Slangin' is, I would imagine you're going to hear this a lot coming out of vehicles, cruising through the boulevards of Cali, barbecues, functions. This track is so fucking West Coast that I imagine you're going to probably at some point hear a lot of MCs rapping over this beat. There's really no flaws when it comes to this album. And this particular track, though, I think is the staple of what this album is. It is a West Coast influenced album that sounds West Coast, moves West Coast. It is fucking West Coast. So if you are a Cali hip hop fan, this is the fucking album for you. I don't think I've heard another album yet this year that sounds this fucking West Coast. It is, and it's an adult. It's a pure, authentic sound that Mike Summers laced, not forced. Just a really dope. The production backdrop for TF to rhyme over is absolutely fun, incredible. Granted, I haven't gotten around to the TF and Muggs album, but I couldn't imagine it being. I mean, I guess I could imagine it being up there with this album, but I don't know if I'm going to enjoy that album more than this one. This one is just fucking incredible. So, Mike Summers, TF, Maniac Blue. My overall rating for this album is 4.5 mics, and there's a consideration to bump this up too. So don't be surprised if this, kind of moves up a little bit into the year results. All right, definitely do yourself a favor, West Coast heads, and dig into this album. Whether you're from the West Coast or not, dig into this album. If you're from the West Coast and you don't hear this album, then I don't really know if you truly are a West Coast fan. All right, so TF, Mike Summers, Maniac Blue, 4.5 mics. As always, stay tuned, Boom Bap Nation. The Story and Got More reviews coming for you.